The demon. The demon. Look at his eyes.
What a terrifying.
Nah, she likes it. Hey, check out our Patreon in the link below. You'll have access to uncut and upcoming reactions, skits, behind-the-scenes footage, and so much more. Your support goes a long way to helping us with more reactions and original content. Also, thanks for subbing. Set the bell for notifications. Your boy YaBoyRockLee. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Food Wars reaction starting now. Quick recap of the last episode, which is, I think it's a very short recap, unless a.dorkable has other things to add. Which you can always have something to add. Soma's dad is in the house. Mm-hmm. He was operating by a different name.
Yes, that's why no one knew Soma's name. Well, Soma's dad was who he was. Soma didn't even know his dad's real name either. He was just like...
Because he's going by a different name nowadays.
Yeah,
the big question is why? Why is he going by a different name nowadays?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. And why didn't he graduate? There's a lot of questions coming up.
There is.
Also as to when Arena's gonna meet this guy. Because I'm positive she's gonna see him. Because it's gonna create like a little tension between her and Soma.
Oh, it keeps getting awkward with her. There's another thing that's also on the back burner. Jin, this also explains why Jin, I know that name. This name that, did Soma's dad have a name change? Like he's going by a different name and his name's Soma differently? Is it the mother's name that he's going by? Because we haven't been introduced to Soma's mother's name. And Jin recognized the name.
Then maybe, I don't know.
Why does Jin recognize Soma's current name?
Because he did, right? He was just like that. And Soma's interesting. Like he noticed like the name, something in the name clicked in like when they were in the bathhouse. He was just like, oh, that's interesting or something. Mm-hmm. And then later on, like he had the similar personality of the dad's, and then it clicked for him like, oh, well, maybe he sees the dad in him, but he doesn't know that they're son and father or anything because we don't got a lot of context in that. Because like in the picture, he was looking at the dad and then he was thinking of Soma. So maybe he thinks maybe they're related or something somehow, but.
I would think that the last name has some importance and Jin put it together. Like, look at that boy and I know why he has this name.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see though.
I wonder why he didn't graduate though. I assume like it's because he fell in love with the girl and decided to travel with her or something. And then like, because we don't know what happened to the wife. And he told Soma like to be a good chef is to cook for a woman or something and like to improve like, I don't know. He said something like along those lines, I remember him saying.
So it is probably something in related to a woman and or Soma's mother to why he didn't graduate.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Lots of future predictions. This is not something we're gonna find in the next episodes.
You're right. So we're gonna jump into the Soma dad cook-off and see who's the winner of this one, which has to be Soma's dad. If you're not subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction, full discussion will be on our Patreon. Also, hit the bell for notifications because we post content
daily.
Let's start Food Wars now.
That's Arena's, for sure. She's got her own little private dormitory. She's sleeping with a book next to her.
Yeah. We're still riding on that one.
Look how cute and like nervous she looks. Or not grown. Jeez.
Soma. Yo!
He never fights. He never, what is it? How's it?
Backs down?
Backs down from a challenge, yeah.
What were you trying to say that you couldn't say that?
I don't know. I was trying to say that, but I couldn't remember the words.
You're overthinking that one. She's only trained in diners, see? He said a lot without saying a lot. Who's the judge? Oh, I'm still waiting for Erina, but it's actually not for anything else other than seeing how she reacts to Soma's dad.
He's completely naked. That means he was up before 6 a.m.
There's Megumi.
Megumi. PTSD.
Poor thing. Get some sleep, girl.
This is Volley. The dad's watching him too.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that dad is handsome. You don't
Isn't
see,
he?
yo, that side profile.
I
was
couldn't
like,
say no to that. Like, look at him.
Yo,
Such
I could
chiseled
say-
features.
I couldn't say no. My man put the ponytail on, and his facial hair was perfect.
He's got such a jawline and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why this whole Shokugeki was nothing. He's been doing this since forever.
Just now.
So you do
Do you
remember.
remember?
Oh, he was testing him with that statement.
Yeah, his dad, I mean.
Oh, yes. He's been trying to beat this whole Elite 10. He's been doing this since
Yeah,
6th grade.
6th grade.
He's been doing this. So you show up these little high school Elite 10. It's nothing to Soma.
And now it makes sense to him.
But he didn't know his dad was an Elite 10 member. But it doesn't matter.
Ooh, apple risotto. Look, the sparkles coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That looks actually really good, though.
Snow White. The apple. The apple.
Oh, the apple.
Yeah.
She looks so much older, though.
They be making her older at times. They play with her image. Aaron, or do they do that too with?
Yeah.
Who's
It's an apple. It's
Oh,
an
it
apple
is gonna be
face.
an apple.
Prince of Apple.
Apple. Hope they make Granny back to her younger days.
What was her name? Madonna?
Madonna, yes.
He's got such pretty eyes.
No, she's not gonna go to her younger days until she has Soma's dad's cooking.
Oh, that would make more sense.
A waltz.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they did! Right? That was them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but they were dancing together.
I had to deal with his butt in that scene too to get a little bit of Madonna. Sometimes you gotta compromise. So how did he do it?
Apple juice.
That is innovative.
I love apple juice.
I can't imagine this dish tasting good. I guess I don't have the palate for it. I guess it sounds amazing.
It sounds really good to me.
How deep does his abilities go?
Oh, here comes his dad.
The demon. The demon. Look at his eyes.
What a terrifying.
Nah, she likes it. I think when she says demon, it's a compliment.
He looks so upset. So specific.
That's that God tongue.
Ah, just like Soma.
It's gonna be amazing. Untested recipes.
Second thought. Ah! Oh my gosh.
Madonna! That sounds good. Tempeh. There's a lot of information about this food in this episode.
I've actually had that before.
Is it really good?
It's okay. I haven't had it professionally done, but it was like,
Now you feel like I feel like this tastes good, but the apple one I couldn't imagine that being that good.
I actually think I like the apple more. It's more my style. Yeah, because it's usually just white, and you have to actually put flavor in it, because it's like a tofu or something like that. Something.
But wanted the taste of meat. Look at Soma. What a guy. His traveling is paying off.
They became children.
Yeah, surprisingly, we didn't get the Madonna out of that one. Dang, Soma. I'm sorry.
$4.90.
He's gonna be okay. Needs versus satisfaction. Until you lose to me? Wait, until you beat me?
Until you lose to me, you can't lose to anyone else here.
Wait, until you beat me? That doesn't make sense.
They wrote it down.
They have a good relationship.
Mm.
I'm gonna hear what this. Oh, I thought he was gonna say something. I love his observations, the naked guy.
I think his dad only didn't make it to the top because he didn't care for it, though.
Yeah, I think this is that simple.
Because Dojima was the one who was number 1. And they were friends. He was probably like, I don't want to challenge him.
Remember, he made dishes and lost in tournaments because he was experimenting.
He was just, experimenting. I think now the meaning of him going to the school, though, is, like, different for him now. That he knows that even his father.
I'm glad you care about parenting. He'll figure it out. You could be more honest. There it is. There it is. Your wanderlust. It's still about herself or him when she said the wanderlust. You never shake off your wanderlust, no matter how old you get.
I think she was talking about him.
Yo. You don't see the setup?
No.
Okay.
Oh. But she's not going to see him.
She did see him. How do you disappear that fast?
Her heart.
Yo, she got a crush. It's a crush.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm not even judging her for it. Some people are like, no, it can't be a crush. Like,
nah.
It's normal for. Let's put it this way. When I was like a club member, I would have a counselor or something like that. I used to have a crush on my counselors. I think it's regular. But yeah, you'll see her holding her heart. Oh, it was him. So, I don't know, man. I might be wrong, but
I think it's normal.
I think it's normal.
It's okay. He's not going to act on it, obviously.
Exactly.
And for her, it's more like, for all we know, it was like that one time and forever that stuck with her. And that's why she acts that way. Like, she's just holding on to that memory. And once she figures out, I thought she was going to figure out that Soma and him were like father and son. But I guess not.
This show teases.
She'll hear it as a rumor or something.
This show teases us. They're big on the building of a bigger moment to come later on. That's what that's what they thrive on so far. I wish I did get more, I guess, like story building. Mm-hmm. I felt like the scene between, I felt the Soma scene and the explaining of the food in this particular episode went on the longer end.
Yeah,
so I'm at least glad at the end we got to see that little brief interaction. But I like the story part. I like the story part more of food. I'm trying to figure out how to say my words a little carefully. So
I did think they did extend like the details in the food portion of it.
You can go back and visit.
Oh, I see. His restaurant used to bring a bunch of people around and they would buy like the meat and stuff.
Yeah, I think the local businesses are probably suffering because he's not around.
Gone.
Yeah.
That's why he said, hey, why don't you go over there, open up once in a while.
Oh, you think air it out meant to cook there?
Yeah. Like open up the restaurant like once in a while to get people over there so they can buy and stuff.
That makes sense. Back to the crushing thing. These girls are clearly were crushing. They even mentioned like, is Soma gonna be like the dad? So I think it's clear.
That's normal.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't have anything much.
I was gonna say they extended the food like details about it. I think they did that purposely so we could see like the difference between Soma, how he cooks, how he did everything. Because Soma explained it later on, like he was focused on the minimum, minimizing or something.
One was focused on like their needs.
Yes.
And one was focused on their satisfaction.
Yes, the satisfaction. That his dad is focused on satisfaction. Soma was focusing on the needs or something
Yeah,
like that. But the minimum, basically, or something like that. Because he used minimize, like, a lot.
He did use minimize.
So, yeah, so we can see that his dad just has a lot.
Because they were focused on, like, a light... Someone was trying to give him sort of a light meal because they just woke up or something.
Yeah, because that's what she said. And he did something like a light meal, but like something to like give them a bunch of energy or something.
Yeah.
More than just...
That's probably why it was apples, because apples gives a lot of energy, and then the apple juice. Soma's dad, as they were talking, like, it was ramen, like, just to start off, like, the sleep-deprived girl and, like, an older lady to have such a strong meal to start off. But that strong meal was satisfaction. So whether or not it was good for them is another story.
He made the broth light and rich and stuff. That's what made it easier to eat. Or something like that. And then there was no heavy foods like meat or fish. It was actually
so it's easy to digest.
Yeah, easier to digest. So he cooked it based off like the nutrients and stuff, and then he did it off like the taste, and then it was like all about like the food, what he picked out and how to make it taste like ramen without actually adding like the heavy meal to ramen.
Yeah.
And the noodles he like kneaded with like something too. I don't remember, apricot or something. It was something sweet.
Well,
he added a bunch of like
I'm glad
details.
you picked up on the details, because I obviously like read it, but it was like, I don't know what to make.
It just felt long, and then I realized I was like, yeah, he has a lot more details than Soma does. So that's why I realized I was like, that's the difference. Soma just kind of does what he's told to do, and he passes. But
no, he did more than he was told to do.
I mean, he's creative, but like he did like.
He was creative to a minimal extent.
Exactly.
That's probably where that word minimal kind of goes back to, where the dad literally is. Think of that. So someone did what it took to make a great dish with minimal whatever. And Soma's dad made a fantastic dish with a whole bunch of knowledge.
Exactly, different things. And that's the difference between Soma. But obviously he's grown because the father even said
he said
like,
he's grown.
You grew because you made an apple. I forgot.
This guy was first of all, Soma has to beat the elite 10 in that school, much as an elite 10 who has improved since school. So yeah, I'm glad he's striving forward, and he's not, I'm glad he's striving forward. There's no way he's gonna be his dad right now. Like, that's just a given, and everything has been set up that you're not supposed to beat him. I thought that Soma was gonna be broken down in this episode, but it makes sense because he's been facing him since he was 6. So why would he be broken down? The only difference is that there are witnesses.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is what he's been doing. So
it does show. Yeah, it shows them, and it reminds me like Soma just be doing this stuff because like the dad was like, well, his goal. That's what he said. Is his goal to pass. So being an elite 10, he didn't even know what that name meant, but he didn't even care for it. Now that he knows that his dad was an elite 10 and like number 2 chair or whatever,
it has more meaning.
It has more meaning. So now he's gonna be more cautious. Like, oh, these people were like just like my dad at this age or something like that, Yeah, so he'll take that into consideration when he does things.
I think so.
So that's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, guys, hey, thanks for making it to the end of our reaction. If you guys aren't subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction, full discussion will be on our Patreon. Also, hit the bell for notifications. We post content
daily.
I'm your boy YaBoyRockLee.
A.dorkable.nerd.
Out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. Also, check out YaBoyRockLee.com for merch.